Antonio Spurs management, there are geniuses.
You can hear the roar here at the United Center. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the Chicago Bulls. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. And it's Parker in at the point guard.
You know, the Spurs, because of their way of conducting business and their low-key personality, have never really been ratings darlings for the NBA, despite being considered and respected as a model franchise in the league. The team's color of silver and black, I think, fits their style. It's not really flashy or gaudy, but it does point out their business-like approach and how precise they play and how much they win.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Dunleavy. That's a 2 from Butler. And it's Chicago scoring again. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now the dish to Duncan. Splitter inside, covered by Noah. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. Another shot. And there's the rejection. On its way from Rose for 2. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the wide open shot from Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got his first 3 points of the game. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Rose dishes to Butler. Lets it go with the 3. Rose can't get that one to fall.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Feeds to Green. Back to Duncan. Rejected by Gasol. Outside Butler. And that one comes up a bit short. Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14, Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago.
Now here's Rose. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. From deep three-point range, and the Bulls with another miss. Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field. The drive by Green. Second shot opportunity. Blocked. But they get it back. Leonard, the pass to Splitter. They shoot again. The dive for the ball. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Full 24-second shot clock. Here's Green. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
15 seconds.
Duncan against Gasol. Parker dishes to Duncan. That one rolling around and rims out.
And for Powell, with an expiring contract, trade rumors swirled all season long. That's nothing new for him. He's been hearing them for years.
And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't..." Makes sense, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And again, Chicago, no good.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
Leonard on the wing, all alone. Here's Duncan, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Dunleavy. And some changes here for the Spurs. Chicago's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
So it's the Spurs now. Pau Gasol getting his 3 to go. The feed to Mills. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:04 left in the first quarter. Mills with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 9 points.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Spurs trail by 3. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Down low. There's a screen. And it's San Antonio with another. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Rose goes in, and the layup's good off the glass.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Butler against Ginobili. He feeds it to Diaw. Ginobili up top from 12 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Here's Gasol. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
13 seconds on the shot clock. 13.
Here's Ginobili. A shot, no good. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been
Be quiet.
altered or rejected.
On the court for San Antonio. Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Aaron Baines out there with Boris Diaw. And it's Ginobili in at the 3 spot.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
And here is Brooks. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. Mirotic has a wide open look. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Mirotic, Clark, the first ever 2-time winner of the EuroLeague Rising Star Award. Certainly one of the most accomplished European prospects to enter the NBA in quite some time.
And you know, Kevin, his game has been compared to Dirk Nowitzki or Danilo Gallinari, and both of those guys are pretty versatile, high-quality, highly skilled players. So Mirotic will stretch power forward with really good intangibles, too.
Heinrich passes to Gasol. And here's Brooks from outside. And that is good. And it's an 8-point Bulls lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. definitely a factor early.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Dunleavy's checked in for Chicago. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Tim Duncan. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 4 points for the bucket from Parker.
And Mirotic, tremendously skilled for a player of his size, able to pass, handle, shoots it with range, and I think he has the toughness to complement that skill level as well.
He dishes it to Dunlap. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight. The drive by Green. Parker with him. He's picked up by Brooks. Splitter with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Clock at 2. Here's Duncan. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And Mirotic has a nice touch inside. I mean, he's developed a post game to complement a really good outside shot. It'll be interesting to see how he's able to be most effective in the NBA.
Now here's Parker. Aaron Brooks missing his last shot. Outside Leonard. Parker outside. Back to Leonard from downtown. The rebound by Gibson. Chicago leading. Dunleavy dishes to Brooks. He kicks it to Dunleavy. Lets the three fly. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Leonard attacking. Takes the 13-footer. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. He's trying to hit it. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Joakim Noah is checked in for Mirotic. Saul comes in for Dunleavy. Derrick Rose is checked in for Kirk Hinrich. And Jimmy Butler coming in for Aaron Brooks.
Out of bounds. Still Bulls ball.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. That's good.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Leonard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
And for Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defense, but do you think, Steve, he can become a go-to offensive player?
Well, he's going to need to, Kevin, when Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan move on. This is going to be Kawhi Leonard's team. And I thought what was interesting was...
Man, what a play. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now, and that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
From 11 feet away, Noah with the block, and he gets it to go. 8 points for Tim Duncan.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. Butler on the wing. Covered by Parker. And Gibson kicks it to Noah. Back to Gibson. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. From deep, Rose can't hit. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Parker kicks to Leonard. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Mirotic is checked in for Taj Gibson. Diaw, the pass to Baines. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. Baines has got his first bucket in this one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range. Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing. Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Outside Butler. Shot to stop the run. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Gasol.
They've done well.
And we're through 2 here. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Well, his ability to disrupt passes and get a hand on the ball, force a turnover, make a steal, it's been really impressive.
When he defends you, he basically forces you to play perfect. Any lapse of concentration, and he'll pick your pocket.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Bulls, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, interestingly, guys, Joakim Noah draws inspiration from music. Not the typical selections you might think. He is a huge reggae fan. Noah said, quote, "People think reggae is such happy music, but really listen to the lyrics. It's about empowerment. It's about uniting people. It gives me strength on the floor." Guys?
Noah, definitely a unique player and character in the NBA. Good to see. Good kid. Thank you, Doris. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Butler. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Joakim Noah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year. And for the Bulls, it really seemed like their defense and their offense revolved around Noah.
Parker dishes to Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Duncan. And that's now 10 points for Tony Parker.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
And Joakim Noah, as you said, the Defensive Player of the Year and the assist leader for the Bulls last season, playing the center position.
And that's why he deserves consideration for a spot on MVP ballots. The Bulls, without Rose, they lost Deng, and yet they still continue to win. I thought Noah's play and his inspiration and his desire played a big role in that.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Brooks in for Rose. And he gets it to go.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but, you know, the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He told them to be looking to attack in the open floor. He doesn't want them getting slowed down in half-court sets. He wants the fast break to be a major weapon. He also communicated to his players that he wants to see them consistently feeding the ball into the low post to get their bigs some easy looks. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Parker kicks to Green. The pass to Duncan. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Duncan's got 10.
You know, for a long time, people would think about the Spurs as a slow-it-down team, but they've had an explosive offense the past few seasons.
Green with the block, and they get it back. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen. They sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
San Antonio making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. Parker outside. Green passes to Duncan. That one goes. Count it. Duncan's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Butler. The shot is off. Nice D from Ginobili. San Antonio leading by 5. Duncan trying to break loose. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Gibson. Noah dishes to Gibson over Diaw, and the Bulls with another miss.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Passes it to Gibson. Outside Butler. Kicks it to Noah. With his first shot attempt. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot. Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. Misses from close range.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Butler goes in. Ginobili grabs the board. And Jimmy Butler, a fan favorite in Chicago, taken with the 30th pick, Clark, back in 2011. And he really is a tenacious defender.
Yeah, he's a tough-minded, scrappy player. I mean, you hear about his tough upbringing. It's easy to see why he approaches the game with that fearlessness and determination that he plays with.
Butler missing again.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
Parker outside. Wide open. Here's Duncan, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Rose in for Aaron Brooks. Here's Mills. He's covered by Rose. Gasol with the steal. Here's Heinrich. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Shots good by Mills. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity on the court for San Antonio. Mills out there with Green. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Splitter in at the fourth shot. Spurs leading by 6. Now Mills. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the three. Rose up on top. Covered by Mills. Shoots. Misses off the left iron.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Boy, the big fella's showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Yeah, sometimes he can clang those, so I'm glad to see him get that one down. It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Over in the corner, Green. Looking for Splitter. He gets it there. And oh, here we go. Dunleavy's got it. The fast break chance. Can't hit from in close. San Antonio leading. The drive by Green. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Bulls have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Rose. No good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Bellinelli gets the bucket. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup and for the players. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Mirotic. Gibson comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Butler in for Kirk Hinrich. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, we're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. Parker against Rose. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Leonard. And now it's a 12-point San Antonio lead. Parker's gone 6 of 10 shooting tonight from the field. Here's Gibson. And again, no good by Chicago.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. The score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Will it go? That is good. And the Spurs lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Rose.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Well, the Bulls were expected to play a role in free agency this past summer with all the cap room they had. A lot of options in terms of which way they could have gone.
San Antonio making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. Here's Parker. Outside, Green. Leonard on the wing. Here's the three. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one. With the Bulls, it was thought that Melo or maybe even Wade could be one of their targets. But Clark, they opted to go big and bring in the former Laker Pau Gasol.
And you know what? To get Gasol in there might seem like overkill with Noah already manning the middle for Chicago. But I tell you what, his skill set will be a nice complement to Noah and the rest of that front line.
A long front line. Huh?
Big time.
They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath. You're right.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And he gets it to go. Spurs leading by 9. Parker outside. Pass to Duncan. Little turnaround. Rebound by the Bulls.
Boy, they needed that last rebound. They haven't done well on the boards overall, but that one was huge.
Still fighting for the win.
But the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Parker passes to Leonard. Here's Duncan, hits the jump hook. Duncan's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That's foul number 2 for him. Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Anunoby's checked in for Green. And Duncan gets double-teamed. Hunter on the wing. Uncovered. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Rose in the post. Splitters there. Gasol dishes to Dunleavy. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Well, it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
Nice step back and cashed it up.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Tony Parker taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Here's Brooks. Back to Heinrich. Fires the 3. And that one's good. 5 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Both teams deciding to change it up. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 8. Just 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course.